Community Living London's Family Support Program would like to share with you a presentation on the transition to adult services.
Once a child turns 18 years of age, there will be changes to the supports and services they receive. Children's services will end, and access to many adult services will be coordinated through Developmental Services Ontario, or DSO. The information that will be presented here is designed to guide you and your family through this change. While it does not contain information on all available programs and services, we hope that it is a good start.
What is Developmental Services Ontario? DSO is the central access point for adult developmental services funded by the Ministry of Children, Community and Social Services in Ontario. When should I apply? When your family member turns 16, it is important to contact your area DSO to see if they are eligible for services. By starting the application process early, you may be able to avoid service delays when your family member turns 18. When your son or daughter is 17 and a half, a DSO assessor will meet with you to learn more about their needs. They will help connect your young adult to supports in your area that meet the needs of your family member.
DSO has an intake package that must be completed. The package can be accessed by calling your local office. The form asks questions about your child, as well as basic details about the parent. Caregivers will be required to provide an assessment documenting the child's developmental disability. The assessment must include a record showing cognitive and adaptive functioning limits and the age of onset. Any youth moving into adult developmental services must have their eligibility confirmed by DSO. Following your application for eligibility, your child will receive a letter about the decision. This eligibility letter is important to access ongoing services, including applying for ODSP. You should keep a copy on file for future use. For additional information, please see the phone number or go to the website.
The Passport Funding Program. Passport is a program that helps adults who have a developmental disability access their communities. It helps them live as independently as possible by providing funding for community participation services and supports, activities of daily living, and person-directed planning. The program also provides funding for caregiver respite services and supports for primary caregivers of an adult with a developmental disability. For further information, please visit their website or give them a call.
When your child turns 18 years of age, they may qualify for Ontario Disability Support Program income. You may have received the Assistance for Children with Severe Disabilities benefit for them as a child. This will end, and they will need to apply for ODSP. ODSP is an income and not a benefit, like the previous funding. This means that your son or daughter will have to complete income taxes annually. ODSP is for Ontario residents 18 years or older who meet both financial and other eligibility requirements. ODSP provides financial assistance each month to help with the costs of basic needs like food, clothing, and shelter. ODSP assists with financial help and employment support if a young person wants to find a job. ODSP also includes benefits like drug coverage and vision care. Mandatory Special Needs is part of ODSP that covers medical supplies like incontinence products and diabetes testing equipment.
When and how to apply for ODSP. 6 months prior to your child's 18th birthday, you will need to contact your local ODSP office in order to make a referral. There are 3 ways you can apply: online, in person at your local office, or by phone. You can call your ODSP office directly and will be connected with their intake voicemail line. When leaving a message, be sure to leave your child's full name, date of birth, phone number, address, social insurance number, and health card. After the initial referral to ODSP has been made, your local office will contact you about next steps. Be sure to have your DSO eligibility letter handy, as ODSP will ask for a copy. It is also necessary to open a bank account in your son or daughter's name in order for ODSP to be issued. Sometimes it is helpful for this to be a joint account so that you can assist your adult child to manage their funds. This will be discussed during next steps.
Family Service Thames Valley's Community Integration Program supports adults who have a developmental disability and their families. This service helps link people to community resources, support planning, and advocacy by providing one-to-one service. Adult Protective Service Workers, or APSWs, can provide direct one-to-one support to help young people with developmental disabilities living independently in the community, or can help provide service coordination to help families access adult developmental services. The APSWs help with referrals, advocacy, crisis management, and life planning, and they can also assist people through the criminal justice process. You must register with Developmental Services Ontario to access Adult Protective Service Worker supports.
Regional Support Associates, also known as RSA, provides clinical and behavioral supports aimed at enhancing the quality of life for adults with developmental disabilities. They provide similar services to what your family member may have received through CPRI. Like all adult developmental services in Ontario, Regional Support Associates are accessed through Ontario's centralized access point, Developmental Services Ontario.
Often young adults will want help getting a job, and they may require training to learn employment skills. Some agencies in the London area that offer supported employment programs are listed below. Community Living London and Goodwill Employment Industries work with people over 18. Hutton House and Leeds Employment support both youth and adults. Please visit the agency websites for more information. Community Living London's Employment Services is committed to helping people with disabilities achieve independence and develop natural supports at their place of work. Job coaches provide personalized on-site training and support as required to both the employer and the employee. Community Living London will assist you to identify your career goals and to find a job that's right for you. From office administration to manufacturing and customer service, they work with you to succeed in your employment goals. Call 1-519-673-5600 or go to the Community Living London website for more information. Fee-for-service day programs are those that adults or their families may purchase using Ministry of Community and Social Services passport dollars or personal funds. Some day program spaces can only be accessed through Developmental Services Ontario, but there are also leisure programs that your son or daughter can access directly. Some of the agencies that offer day programs in our area include Community Living London, Salvation Army London Village, Hutton House, The Stepping Stone, and the Life Skills Center.
Community Living London's day programming links adults who have a developmental disability to meaningful leisure, recreation, practical learning, and volunteer opportunities, creating a schedule of daily activities that is as unique as each person. Each participant has a personalized schedule that reflects their interests, abilities, and support requirements. People can choose from any combination of inclusive and specialized opportunities at a center or in the community.
Respite Services offer temporary relief for caregivers by providing center-based overnight care to adults with a developmental disability. Respite Services are an opportunity for adults to meet new friends, while families and caregivers take time for themselves and other family members. The agencies that provide respite service for adults in our local area include Community Living London and Salvation Army London Village. Respite service spaces are also accessed only if you have been through the DSO application process.
Recreation and leisure. There are a variety of programs that offer recreation and leisure opportunities for adults over the age of 18. This is a list of some of the organizations that offer programs in the London area. Community Living London, L'Arche, Salvation Army London Village, Special Olympics, and Hutton House.
The next 3 slides show information from the Recreation and Healthy Living resource. This comprehensive resource was created by the Healthy Eating, Healthy Physical Activity group of the London's Child and Youth Network. The first section below lists general healthy living access points. The following slides list websites that offer recreation and leisure opportunities in London. These organizations can be contacted directly about the activities offered. Planning ahead for a smooth transition. The transition to adult developmental services can be overwhelming, so being informed and reaching out to learn about services is an important step. Sometimes your young adult school will be planning ahead for the school-to-world transition. It is important to connect with them as a resource to help set goals and build skills. Remember, there are 2 types of services. Services that DSO holds waitlist for, and services that adults and their families can call directly to pursue supports. For example, recreation, leisure, fee-for-service respite, and employment services. DSO assessors and service navigators can be important contacts to help find and access supports, so keep them updated on your family members' goals. Where your family support worker must transition away, DSO professionals go forward with you. This video was brought to you by Community Living London's Family Support Program. The resource information provided was based on the most up-to-date information available. For the most current information, please see the websites provided. Accessing the complex service system can be a stress, but we hope that this presentation has been helpful. Thank you.